Good evening, everybody. Namaskaram. Welcome and a very, very hearty welcome. ASBL Family Event ki vichesinaటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి సాదర స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. How are you? ఎలా ఉన్నారు? సుగంధనేలే ఎప్పుడు ఇరికింగా? कैसे हैं आप? ఇంతకన్నా నాకు హిందీ రాదు. సో ASBL ఫ్యామిలీ ఈవెంట్ మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా జరుగుతున్నటువంటి వన్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ కైండ్ ఈవెంట్కి విచ్చేసినటువంటి అందరికీ స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. మనకి AI టెక్నాలజీలు, చాట్ జీపీటీలు, పర్ప్లెక్సిటీలు అన్నీ వచ్చేసినా సరే హ్యూమన్ కనెక్ట్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఒక నలుగురు కలిసి కూర్చొని మాట్లాడుకుంటే ఎంత ఆనందంగా ఉంటుందో, ఆరోగ్యాలు ఎంత బాగుంటాయో, అసలు కళకళలాడిపోతున్నారు. అందరిని చూస్తేనే నాకు రెట్టింపు ఆనందం వచ్చేస్తుంది. అయితే నాతో పాటు ఇవాళ టఫ్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఇవ్వడానికి దేర్ ఇస్ అ కో యాంకర్ మిస్టర్ నోయల్.
All right, good evening ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing today? Can I hear some noise? ASBL, are you guys ready? Because today it's all about culture celebration. It's not about towers, timelines and transactions. Today it's all about hopes that we build. And it's building by culture, because ASBL builds by culture, heritage, and the prime authorities as well. So we are very delighted to host you, and it's a dream come true to host beside Suma ma'am today. Thank you so much for that fabulous orientation as well. So ASBL, one more time. Are you guys ready?
Wow! Noel, that's simply superb. All the 10 years that I studied in St. Anne's, you said it off in 4 lines.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. St.
Thank
George's.
you so much. So, ee roju, I think we have a mix of crowd. Chala ekku mandi ASBL lo untunnatuvanti vallu unnaru ee community lo, and most of the family members are here. It's, I think, a very, very pleasant evening to have all of you all here. So, one thing I had to ask everybody. Ikkada Telugu enta mandiki ardham avutundi? Telugu? Very good. Ammo. ఆల్మోస్ట్ 85, 90, 95, 100% అర్థమైపోతుంది. ఓకే, సరే. ఇప్పుడు సూటిగా మిమ్మల్ని నేను ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలనుకుంటున్నాను. నాకన్నా అందంగా ఉన్నాను అని అనుకుంటున్న ఆడవాళ్ళందరూ ఒకసారి చేతులు ఎత్తండి. హలో, పింక్ చుడిదార్, మీరు ఒకసారి నా ఫోటో చూసారా? సరిగ్గా చూసారా మీరు? నాకన్నా నిజంగా మీరు అందంగా ఉన్నారు? ఓకే, సరే. నేను తర్వాత వెరిఫై చేసుకుంటాను కిందకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత.
Actually, it's a good question.
హ్యాండ్సమ్ గా ఉన్నాను అనుకుంటున్న మగవాళ్ళందరూ ఒకసారి చేతులు ఎత్తండి.
All the handsome boys in the house, come on, put your hands up.
Sir, yes, I truly believe. Sir, ఎత్తట్లేదేంటి చెయ్యి? I am sure oh my God, uncle, మీరు ఎంత అందంగా ఉన్నారు అసలు. రాజీవ్ కనకాలకి గట్టి కాంపిటీషన్ ఇచ్చేసేలా ఉన్నారు మీరు అసలు. I think
the spirit.
All the men, all the women, ఇటు హ్యాండ్సమ్ అటు బ్యూటిఫుల్ అందరూ ఉన్నారు. అలాగే పిల్లలు కూడా చాలా మంది వచ్చినట్టున్నారు. పిల్లలు ఎక్కడున్నారు? పిల్లలు, నాలాగా అల్లరి చేసే పిల్లలు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? వెరీ గుడ్. అందరు పెద్దవాళ్ళు కూడా చేతులు ఎత్తేసారు. ఎస్, యు నో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్, మనం మన ప్రొఫెషన్లో పడిపోయి చాలా సీరియస్ అయిపోయి ఒక్కొక్కసారి వీ ఫర్గెట్ ద చైల్డ్ ఇన్సైడ్ అవర్ సెల్వ్స్. దాన్ని అప్పుడప్పుడు మనం గుర్తు చేస్తూనే ఉండాలి కదా నోయల్?
Absolutely, ma'am. I guess you got it absolutely correct. Yes.
So, ఇప్పుడు నేను డిక్లేర్ చేసేస్తున్నాను. Whoever has come today to the ASBL family event are all the beautiful women, the handsome men, and the most notorious children.
Absolutely. And
okay,
one more time, a round of applause for such a beautiful host, guys. Come on, put your hands together for Suma ma'am in the house.
ఇదేమిటో నన్ను ప్రమోట్ చేసుకునే ప్రోగ్రామ్ లాగా ఉంది. గ్లోబ్ ట్రాటర్ ఈవెంట్ ఇది. ఓకే, సరే. విషయం ఏంటంటే ఏ కార్యక్రమం అయినా సరే సుమ మమ అనిపించేసింది కాబట్టి జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలనతో కార్యక్రమాన్ని ప్రారంభిస్తే బాగుంటుంది. విత్ ద ల్యాంప్ లైటింగ్ వి స్టార్ట్ దిస్ auspicious evening. So for the lamp lighting, may we please request on stage the founders and family to please come on stage. Mr. Ajitesh Korupolu, the founder, CEO of ASBL, to please come on the stage.
Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the founders.
అజితేష్ గారికి ఇంట్రడక్షన్ అక్కర్లేదు కాబట్టి నేనేం చెప్పట్లేదు ఆయన గురించి. ఆయనే వచ్చేస్తారు. బేసికలీ ఆయన సినిమా హీరోలకు కూడా కొంచెం టఫ్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఇచ్చేలా కనిపిస్తున్నారు నాకు.
Absolutely. He looks so fit.
ఆయన వాక్ అది చూసారా, స్టైల్ చూసారా? కొంచెం KGF మ్యూజిక్ ప్లే చేయండి ఎడిటింగ్ చేసిన తర్వాత, కరెక్ట్గా సరిపోద్ది. కానీ అజితేష్ వాంటెడ్ most of the girls here to look at him, but unfortunately his wife is here.
Sad, very sad.
So Swati Reddy garni kuda vedik meedaki invite chesestunnamo to have a grip over Ajitesh to please come on stage. Oka hold unchandi, endukaina manchidi. Nenu 25 సంవత్సరాలు అయినా సరే ఇంకా మా ఆయన మీద ఒక కన్నేసి ఉంచాను. రాజా ఎక్కడున్నాడు? ఒకసారి వాట్సాప్ లో
He's just here, ma'am.
Yeah. అలాగే విజయ్ భాస్కర్ రెడ్డి గారు టు ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్, నీరజ కోరుపోలు టు ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్, శ్రీనివాస్ చైతన్య రెడ్డి గారు అండ్ నిఖితా రెడ్డి గారు వేదిక మీదకి రావాలి. అలాగే కో ఫౌండర్ అండ్ డైరెక్టర్ అనిల్ కుమార్ తోట వేదిక మీదకి రావాల్సిన రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. అనిల్ గారు టు ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ టు ద స్టేజ్.
And as the founders come on stage, come on ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for them. A huge round of applause because you're here to celebrate. So let's celebrate. Huge round of applause from the front to the back, left to the right. Please, please put your hands together for all the founders on stage because it's very important for every meaningful beginning with light and signifies wisdom, harmony and togetherness as well.
అలాగే అశ్విని గారు, రంగయ్య తోట గారు అండ్ పద్మ తోట గారు టు ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ టు ద స్టేజ్. అనిల్ కుమార్ తోట గారు వచ్చారు. ఆయనకి ఎడిటింగ్లో బాహుబలి మ్యూజిక్ ఒకటేయండి. ఆయన అలాగే మెల్లిగా నడుచుకొని వచ్చారు. ఎస్, కట్టప్ప.
Come on. Do we have any Bahubalis in the house? Okay. How many Rajamouli fans in the house? Oh.
I think most of us. ఎందుకంటే ఆ స్టూడెంట్ నెంబర్ 1 నుంచి వారణాసి వరకు మనం చూస్తూనే
Come
ఉన్నాము.
on, console. Do we
Sir.
have some track ready?
ఇప్పుడు ట్రాక్ కాదు, ఇప్పుడు మనం భక్తి శ్రద్ధలతో వెళ్ళి జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలన కార్యక్రమాన్ని.
Absolutely.
జనరలీ జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలన కార్యక్రమాల్లో జరిగేది ఏంటంటే అగ్గిపెట్ట కనపడదు లాస్ట్లో. అమ్మా అగ్గిపెట్ట ఉంది కదా, ఓకే. అగ్గిపెట్ట, దీపం, క్యాండిల్ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. కానీ పైన నుంచి ఏసీ గాలి ఎక్కువ రావడం వల్ల దీపం వెలిగేటువంటి అవకాశం తక్కువ. ఉదర్ లేకే ఆవో, ఇదర్ ఆవో.
I guess to inaugurate ahead, we have the visionaries with us as well. So it's such a delight to start off. So it's such a delight to start off this.
Hey, Vikram, hi.
Divya Pradipanam.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठे गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं
Thank you so much everybody. Requesting all of you all to please be seated. Thank you so much. Thank you.
May this light continue to guide ASBL in building not just landmarks, but important relationships. I guess that's extremely critical in this world.
ఈరోజు వెళ్ళేలోపు నాకు చాలా ఇంగ్లీష్ వచ్చేసేలాగా ఉంది. నోయల్ మాట్లాడేటువంటి గ్రామర్లో నుంచి కనీసం 10 పదాలైనా పట్టుకొని లాక్కోవాలి మనం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ నోయల్.
You're most welcome, ma'am.
ఇలాంటి ఈవెంట్స్ వల్ల ఒక గొప్ప అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఉంది. అదేంటో తెలుసా?
What is it, ma'am?
ఎన్ని రకాల చీరలు ఉన్నాయో మనకు తెలుస్తుంది. అసలు ఆడవాళ్ళు ఒక్కొక్క రకం చీరలు, ఇందాక వచ్చినటువంటి వాళ్ళల్లోనే నేను చీరలు చూస్తున్నాను అనమాట. అలాగే మెడలో నగలు ఇవన్నీ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. మేము లేడీస్ అయితే ఇవి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాము. మీ మగవాళ్ళు ఏం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తారు?
మేము వాచెస్, వి లుక్ ఎట్ రింగ్స్,
ఊరుకోనో
షూస్.
అదేం కాదు, మీ మగవాళ్ళు వచ్చినటువంటి లేడీస్ ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు.
మ్యామ్ యు గాట్ ఇట్ రైట్ మ్యామ్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. సో ఈ రోజు మన కార్యక్రమం చక్కగా జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలనతో ప్రారంభం అయిపోయింది. సో ఐ థింక్ ఫర్ సమ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ కల్చరల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ మూవింగ్ అహెడ్, మనకి ఎన్ని డికేడ్స్ అయినా సరే, ఎన్ని జనరేషన్స్ మారినా మన సంస్కృతి, మన సాంప్రదాయం మనం ఎప్పటికీ మర్చిపోలేము. అలాగే మన కళారూపాలని కూడా. అందులో మన నృత్య కళలు అంటే అందరికీ ఇష్టమే. అలాంటి ఒక బ్యూటిఫుల్ క్లాసికల్ డాన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ని ఈరోజు ASBL ఫ్యామిలీ మీట్లో మనం ముందుగా చూడబోతూ ఉన్నాము. రైట్?
Yes, absolutely. So I request Nritya Priya Cultural Dance Group. So ladies and gentlemen, let's encourage them with warmest applause, and the moment belongs to them. And I'm sure that, they'll have absolutely a great time here. So can I request the dance group to please come onto the stage if they're ready?
Yeah, Nritya Priya dance troupe
Yes.
are going to come on stage. Before all of that, అజితేష్ గారు నాకు ఇవాళ ఎందుకో స్టార్ వార్స్ అవతార్ సెట్లో ఉన్నట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. ఇటు నుంచి ఒక అదిగో మామూలుగా ఒక ప్రోగ్రాముల్లో ఒక డ్రోన్ ఉంటుంది, ఇదేమో నన్ను చూస్తుంది, తొంగి చూస్తుంది, అటుపోతుంది ఇటుపోతుంది, అదేమో అటు నుంచి ఇటు పోతుంది, ఆ కుక్క పిల్ల ఏమో అదిగో మధ్య మధ్యలో దూకుతుంది.
యాక్చువల్లీ చూస్తే సీట్స్ ఒకటే పెండింగ్ ఉన్నాయి మ్యామ్, లేకపోతే 40FX అదే ఇంకా పెండింగ్ ఉంది.
చూసింది చాలు, వెళ్ళు. మా ఆయన పెట్టాడా ఏంటి నిఘా, వెళ్ళు. అదిగో ఇంకోటి వచ్చేసింది, దయచేసి వెళ్ళండి, క్లాసికల్ డాన్స్ టీం వాళ్ళు రాబోతున్నారు. గో ప్లీజ్. ఓకే, సో లెట్స్ హావ్ ద క్లాసికల్ డాన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ప్లీజ్ మేడం.
Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Nritya Priya Dance Group, because culture finds its purest expression when it flows through the next generation.
Thank you. Good evening, one and all. The students of Nritya Priya Dance Academy, Sri Kriti, Charvi, Tanvi, Aditi, Pranita, Bhavya, Sarayu, Hashika, along with Guru Swapna Krishnamohan, are going to perform for us today. We will begin the performance with a beautiful composition, Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna is one of the most celebrated compositions of Uttakad Venkatakavi, an enchanting tribute to Lord Krishna, the very embodiment of beauty, virtue, and divine charm. This composition belongs to the rich body of Krishna-centric works by Venkatakavi, whose kritis are marked by freshness, lyrical elegance, and profound devotion. Many of his inspired creations are believed to have been composed at the sacred Kalinga Nartana temple in Uttakadu. Swagatam Krishna beautifully depicts the grand welcome of Lord Krishna at his coronation in Mathura, radiating the essence of Madhura Bhakti, where devotion flows with sweetness and joy. The composition is in the melodious Mohana Ragam set to Aditalam.
स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणागतं कृष्णा स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणागतं कृष्णा स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणागतं कृष्णा इह स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणागतं कृष्णा मधुरा पुरी सदना मृदुवदना मधुसूदना इह स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणागतं कृष्णा मधुरा पुरी सदना मृदुवदना मधुसूदना इह स्वागतं कृष्णा शरणागतं कृष्णा मधुरा पुरी सदना मृदुवदना मधुसूदना इह स्वागतं कृष्णा सुलभा सुपुष्प गन्ध कलभा भोगदाप्त सुलभ सुपुष्पगन्ध कलभा कस्तूरि तिलक महिपा मम कान्तनन्द गोपकन्द स्वागतं कृष्ण मुष्टिकासूरचानूरमल्ल मल्लविशारद कुवलयपीठ मर्दन कलिङ्गनर्धन गोकुलरक्षण सकल सुलक्षण देव शिष्ट जनपाल सङ्कल्प कल्प कल्प शतकोटिय समपराभव धीर मुनिजन विहार मदन सुकुमार दैत्य संहार देव मधुर मधुर रति साहस साहस ब्रज युवती जनमानस पूजित सा तप गरि पगरि सदसा सरि ग पद स सा ध प प गरि रि पगरि सदसा तद् तग जण तोम तग जण तोम तग जण तोम सा सा ध प प गरि रि पगरि सदसा तक तरि कुकुम तरि किट तक धीम 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 स्वागतं कृष्ण शरणागतं कृष्ण मधुरापुरी सदना मृदुवदना मधुसूदना इह स्वागतं कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
We now present a beautiful Kriti of Saint Tyagaraja, Shambho Mahadeva, composed in Ragam Pantuvarali and set to Adi Talam. In this composition, Tyagaraja pours out his devotion to Lord Shiva, addressing him as the great Mahadeva, the auspicious one and the beloved of goddess Parvati. He salutes the Lord as the compassionate protector of devotees, the lotus-eyed Hara who bears the Ganga in his matted locks, adorns himself with the serpent Sesha and sports a deer in his hand. The composer lovingly describes the Lord whose sacred feet shine with the brilliance of the crowns of the celestials who bow before him, and declares that this pure and supreme being resides in his own heart. Tyagaraja finally worships Sri Sundaresha of Kovur, the Lord of Kailasha, who destroys the vast ocean of worldly bondage.
गिरिजारमण शम्भो महादेव शौगर गिरिजारमण शम्भो महादेव शम्भो महादेव शरणागत जनरक्षक शम्भो महादेव शरणागत जनरक्षक शम्भो महादेव शरणागत जनरक्षक शम्भो महादेव शरणागत जनरक्षक अम्बोरुहलोचन पदाम्बुज भगुदेहि अम्बोरुहलोचन पदाम्बुज भगुदेहि अम्बोरुहलोचन पदाम्बुज भगुदेहि शम्भो महादेव शौगर गिरिजारमण शम्भो महादेव परमदयाकर शुभकर परमदयाकर शुभकर हर गंगाधर धरणीधर भूषण त्यागराज वरहृदय निवास सुरवृंद किरीटमणि सुरवृंद किरीटमणि सुरवृंद किरीटमणि वरनीराजित पद गोपुरवास सुंदरेश गिरीश पर भवर शम्भो महादेव शंकर गिरिजारमण शम्भो महादेव शौगर गिरिजारमण शम्भो महादेव शम्भो महादेव
What a beautiful performance.
Absolutely stunning. Superb.
చాలా చాలా అందంగా చాలా గ్రేస్ఫుల్గా చాలా బాగా చేశారు. నాకు కూడా నేను డాన్స్ నేర్చుకున్న రోజులన్నీ గుర్తొచ్చాయి. ఒకసారి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ప్రయోగాలు చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాను.
నైస్ ఐడియా మ్యామ్.
అయినా పెళ్ళైనటువంటి ఏ ఆడపిల్లకైనా భరతనాట్యం అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా వచ్చేస్తుంది. మనం చేయం కానీ భర్తలతో చేయిస్తాం. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ భరతనాట్యం.
వాట్ ఎ ట్యాగ్.
యా, యు మ్యారీడ్?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
దెన్ యూ నో భరతనాట్యం. ఓకే, సో ఈ డాన్స్ ఇంత బ్యూటిఫుల్గా పర్ఫామ్ చేయించినటువంటి గురువుల్ని వేదిక మీదకి ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాము. అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇన్వైటింగ్ అజితేష్ టు ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ టు ద స్టేజ్ టు ఫెలిసిటేట్ ద గురూస్. స్వప్న కృష్ణమోహన్ గారు అలాగే వారి గురువు గారు శ్రీమతి మంజుల కొమరాజు గారిని వేదిక మీదకి రావాల్సిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. వాళ్ళని ఫెలిసిటేట్ చేయవలసిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము.
Let's give it up for the gurus, ladies and gentlemen. I guess that's only possible with great leaders as well. And as we have Mr. Ajitesh as well, a man with no introduction, I request the gurus to please come forward. Thank you.
నృత్యప్రియ అనేటువంటి అకాడమీని స్టార్ట్ చేసి స్వప్న కృష్ణమోహన్ గారు అలాగే వారి గురువు గారు శ్రీమతి మంజుల కొమరాజు గారు కళల పట్ల వారికి ఉండేటువంటి డెడికేషన్ని చాటుతున్నారు. వేదిక మీదకి రావాల్సిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము.
That was a great performance. Come on, guys. Let's give a round of applause. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. And let's continue clapping as the felicitation is about to happen.
ఓకే, ఈ మొమెంటో ఇచ్చేలోపు అజితేష్ గారిని ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుదాము. అజితేష్ గారు, మీకు బాగా ఇష్టమైనటువంటి డాన్సర్ ఎవరు?
ఎవరండి?
మీకు ఇష్టమైన డాన్సర్ ఎవరు?
డాన్సర్ అండి. మీరు ఇందాక
అంటే సినిమాల పరంగా,
సారీ
సినిమాల పరంగా లేదా మీ ఇంట్లో అయినా సరే.
ఇంట్లో మీరు అన్నారుగా మా ఆవిడ నాతో చేస్తుంది భరతనాట్యం.
వావ్!
ఇష్టమైన డాన్సర్ కంటే ఇష్టమైన కొరియోగ్రాఫర్ అయితే మా ఆవిడ అని చెప్పొచ్చు.
అవునండి, భార్యలందరూ కొరియోగ్రాఫర్లే. ఓకే, సో టు ప్లీజ్ డూ ద ఆనర్స్.
Hashtag భరతనాట్యం మొత్తం ఫేమస్ అయిపోతుంది మా వేళ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్లో. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up.
ఒకప్పుడు రోజుల్లో ఇంట్లో ఖచ్చితంగా ఆడపిల్లలకి కుదిరితే మగపిల్లలకి కూడా డాన్స్ నేర్పించేవాళ్ళు. ఈ మధ్య మెల్లిమెల్లిగా తగ్గుతున్నట్టుంది. ఐ థింక్ మనకు ఉండేటువంటి క్లాసికల్ డాన్స్ ఫామ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవి కరెక్ట్గా మన బాడీ అలైన్మెంట్కి పర్ఫెక్ట్గా సెట్ అవుతుంది. మన మైండ్కి కూడా కుదిరితే ఇంకా పిల్లల్ని జాయిన్ చేయకపోతే డాన్స్ క్లాసెస్కి జాయిన్ చేసేసేయండి. సో వన్స్ అగైన్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ స్వప్న గారు అండ్ అలాగే మంజుల గారు ఫర్ సచ్ అ బ్రిలియంట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అండ్ మన కల్చర్ని మన డాన్స్ ఫామ్ని ముందు తరాలకు తీసుకెళ్తున్నందుకు.
Culture comes first, and that's what they've depicted in the purest art form. So we're really delighted to have Ajitesh handing over the facilitation as well.
ఓకే అజితేష్ గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ. కీప్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ డాన్స్ అండి. మనం నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్యామిలీ మీట్లో మీ డాన్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ పెడదాం. ఓకే, సో మన నెక్స్ట్ ప్రోగ్రాంలోకి వెళ్లే ముందు నోయల్, మీరు ఏమైనా ల్యాండ్ కానీ ఫ్లాట్ కానీ ఏమైనా కొన్నారా?
ల్యాండ్ ఫ్లాట్ ఒకటి తీసుకున్నాను మ్యామ్. ల్యాండ్ అయితే ఇప్పుడు యు నో హౌ ఇస్ ద సిట్యుయేషన్.
ఏ ఏరియాలో కొన్నారు?
మణికొండ.
అక్కడ చాలానే ఉంటుంది కదా.
చాలా ఎక్కువ మ్యామ్, చాలా ఎక్కువ.
ఎంత ఎకరం? 6 7 ఎంత? హౌ మచ్? మణికొండ సైడ్ ఎకరం ఎంత? ఎవరు చెప్తారు? ఎకరం రేట్ ఎంత? చెప్పండి సార్.
4.
ఆయనే మోస్ట్ రీసెంట్ గా రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేయించుకున్నట్టున్నాడు. అందుకనే ఆయన 4 వేళ్ళు పైకెత్తుతున్నారు ఇలాగా.
కరెక్ట్.
ఆ రోజుల్లో మా నాన్నగారు పాలక్కాడ్ అంటే కేరళ నుంచి హైదరాబాద్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఎకరం 50 పైసలు అంట. తెలుసా మీకు? మా అమ్మ ఇప్పటికి కూడా అంటూ ఉంటుంది, అప్పుడే గనక కొనుక్కొని ఉండుంటే మనం కూడా ఎన్ని ASBL ప్రాపర్టీస్ మనమే సొంతంగా కట్టుకునే వాళ్ళము అని. సో ఇప్పటికైనా మించిపోయింది ఏం లేదు. మీరు ఏదైనా కొని నాకు గిఫ్ట్ ఇవ్వండి. అలాగే మనకి ఇక నెక్స్ట్ డాన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్, వీ హ్యావ్ అనదర్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ డాన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ దట్ ఈస్.
So before the dance performance, I was just wondering if we can have the Ramayanam first, maybe.
Yeah, సంపూర్ణ రామాయణం.
Yes, absolutely. I guess
అంటే ఎన్ని జనరేషన్స్ మారినా ఎన్ని తరాలు మారినా రాముడు మనకి ఆదర్శ పురుషుడు. అలాగే ఆ కథని మనం ఎప్పుడైనా సరే రాముల వారి ఆ చరిత్రని మనం గుర్తు చేసుకుంటూ ఉండాల్సిందే. మరి అలాంటి అద్భుతమైన సంపూర్ణ రామాయణాన్ని మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి మనకి ఇక్కడ వినిపించడానికి వేదిక మీదకి ఆహ్వానించేస్తున్నాము టీమ్ SMDA ని. లెట్స్ ఇన్వైట్ దెమ్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్ ప్లీజ్.
Let's invite the SMDA team, ladies and gentlemen. a living guide of dharma, courage, devotion, and righteousness. And through this narration of expression, emotion, SMDE brings to life the essence of timeless story. And please welcome Sampurna Ramayana, a heartfelt storytelling tribute to our cultural heritage.
సీతారాముల సిరి చెలి
అలవోకగా చూడ కనులెత్తి ఆతరుని అలవోకగా చూడ ధనువెత్తి ఆ విభుడు నారి సంధింపగా భటార్చటమాడి అవని కౌపించగా భటార్చటమాడి అవని కంపించగా సకలత తనుగా భువినాడు నర్తించే నడకలతో రఘువరుని చేరంగ రాయంచ నడకలతో రఘువరుని చేరంగ రేయి తామరలు అరవిరిసినట్లాయే చేయత్తి విరిదండ వైదేహి వేయంగ చేయత్తి విరిదండ వైదేహి వేయంగ కోటి సంజల మెరుపు కలబోసినట్లాయే కోటి సంధ్యల మెరుపు కలబోసినట్లాయే
భవబీజానాం ఆర్జనం సుఖ సంపదాం తర్జనం యమదూతానాం రామ రామేతి గర్జనం.
Big round of applause for Shravya Manasa team.
That was absolutely epic. What a depiction. What a fantastic story. Lot of power,
రాముల
lot
వారి
of praise.
కథని ఎన్నిసార్లు విన్నా తనివి తీరదు. మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ వినాలనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. పిల్లలు ఎంత బాగా చేశారో మీరు. చాలా చాలా అద్భుతంగా చేశారు. అజితేష్ గారిని ఒకసారి వేదిక మీదకి రావాల్సిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము టు ఫెలిసిటేట్ శ్రావ్య మానస టీమ్ టు ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ టు ద స్టేజ్. వాట్ అ బ్యూటిఫుల్ బ్రిలియంట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. జనరలీ మనకి జరిగేటువంటి ఫిల్మ్ ఫంక్షన్స్ అన్నిటిలో కూడా ఎక్కువగా వెస్ట్రన్ డాన్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్సే చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. కానీ చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత ఇలాంటి మన ASBL ఫ్యామిలీ మీట్ ఈవెంట్లో ఈ బ్యూటిఫుల్ కల్చరల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని పెట్టినందుకు వీళ్ళని అభినందిస్తూ ఉన్నాను. అండ్ చాలా బాగా చేశారండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
I guess it was absolutely fantastic. Come on, guys, let's give it up a round of applause for the beautiful team for presenting such a lovely story, which will take it for decades.
రండి అందరూ రండి. ఫెంటాస్టిక్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. ఎస్, అమ్మాయిలు చాలా మందిని చూస్తూ ఉంటాం కానీ అబ్బాయిలు కూడా చాలా ఎంత హుందాగా ఎంత బాగా పర్ఫామ్ చేశారో. చాలా బాగా చేశారండి మీరు.
I guess as they always say, ma'am, preparation is the key. I guess we could see a lot of preparation here.
together for Shravya Manasa and team.
Come on, guys, loudest cheer.
Thank you so much. Thank you. అయిపోయింది నాన్న, బయలుదేరండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you so much,
Very
Adilesh,
good,
for
very
that presentation as well. Truly appreciate that.
ఓకే, సో ఈరోజు మనకి ఇక్కడ ఒక మిక్స్డ్ క్రౌడ్ ఉన్నారు. డిఫరెంట్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ మాట్లాడే వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, డిఫరెంట్ స్టేట్స్లో ఉండేటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు.
Absolutely.
ఐ డోంట్ మీన్ లిక్విడ్ స్టేట్, సాలిడ్ స్టేట్ అది కాదు, మన కంట్రీలో
చాలా మంది, yes.
డిఫరెంట్
ఉన్నారు,
స్టేట్స్. మీరు హిందీలో ఏమైనా చెప్పండి.
హిందీ I want ఒక యాక్టివిటీ చేద్దాం మ్యామ్. Why don't I tell a Hindi dialogue and you repeat
हिंदी
it?
में बात कीजिए. ऐसा
करो
कहीं
मैं।
को करते जी, बोलो कुछ तो
थोड़ा
भी.
एक डायलॉग कर लो मैम.
नहीं तो मैं हैदराबादी हिंदी बाहर निकालती.
Okay guys, do you want a Hindi dialogue or a Telugu one?
हिंदी फर्स्ट.
Hindi or Telugu?
అక్కడ చూడు, అక్కడ షారుఖ్ ఖాన్ ఫ్యాన్ ఎవరో ఉన్నారు.
हिंदी और तेलुगु सर?
शाहरुख खान फैंस.
ओके, शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग हो जाए?
हाँ.
ओके, तो मैं डायलॉग बोलूंगा, वो आप रिपीट कर दीजिए.
अच्छा
ठीक है, एक
ठीक
इजी
है.
वाला है.
Okay.
राउंड 1 करते हैं पहले, फिर राउंड 2 करते हैं. ठीक
ओके.
है? Any शाहरुख खान फैंस इन द हाउस? ऑलराइट. बड़ी बड़ी देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होते रहते हैं.
बड़ी बड़ी देशों में
वाह,
ऐसी
वाह।
छोटी छोटी बातें तो होता है.
क्या बात है यार, जोरदार तालियां हो जाए.
ఓకే,
Alright.
హిందీ డైలాగ్ అయిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు మనం తెలుగు డైలాగ్ చెప్పిద్దాం నోయల్తో.
మ్యామ్
Okay.
ఏదైనా చెప్పండి, బాలకృష్ణ సార్ డైలాగ్ వద్దు మ్యామ్.
నేను ఇప్పుడు మీకు చెప్పించబోతున్నాను. మొక్కే కదా అని పీకేస్తే పీక కోస్తా. చెప్పండి.
ముక్కే అని కోసేస్తే పీక కోస్తా.
మొక్కే పీకేశారు, మీరు మధ్యలోనే పీకేశారు సగం. ఓకే
ఓకే, ఐ గెస్ కెన్ వి గో టు రౌండ్ 2?
రౌండ్ 2.
రౌండ్ 2 कर लेते हैं.
ఐ థింక్ ఇక్కడ నేను డైలాగ్ ఇచ్చానంటే చెప్పేవాళ్ళు చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. డైలాగ్ చెప్పడానికి రెడీగా
ఓకే,
ఉండేవాళ్ళు.
who's ready for a dialogue? Come on.
సో మెనీ పర్ఫార్మర్స్ ఆర్ హియర్. యా, వీళ్ళందరూ కళాకారులు అసలు.
Okay, there are people raising hands at the back.
ఎస్,
Yeah, should we go there or maybe?
మేబీ ఎవరైనా డైలాగ్ చెప్పడానికి ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండేవాళ్ళు గబుక్కున
Yeah.
పరిగెత్తుకొని స్టేజ్ మీదకి వచ్చేసేయండి ఇలాగా.
Come on. Whoever
Okay,
runs comes to the stage faster.
ఎవరు
We'll
వస్తున్నారు?
tell the dialogue.
లేదంటే టంగ్ ట్విస్టర్ చెప్పడానికి. రండి సార్, రండి. ఆయన ఎందుకు చేయెత్తారు? వాళ్ళ ఆవిడ కనిపించట్లేదనా?
అది లాస్ట్ అండ్ ఫౌండ్ కేస్ నాది.
ఆయన ఇలా ఫోన్ మాట్లాడుతూ ఇలా చేయెత్తి మళ్ళీ కూర్చున్నాడు. ఆయనకి నేను
Okay, who's telling the dialogue here?
ఏంటి?
Oh wow, we have 2 volunteers.
Are you here to tell the dialogue? Okay, ఏం డైలాగ్ చెప్పబోతున్నారు మీరు?
Daud.
Wow,
చాలా పెద్ద
short
డైలాగ్
and sweet
చెప్పావు.
ma'am. Very clever.
I really appreciate it. Thank you రా. నీ పేరేంటి? నీ
మీరు కూడా
పేరేంటి?
వచ్చేసారా?
పార్థు.
Fantastic.
పార్థు. ఓకే, అటు తిరగండి రా. నేను అందంగా ఉంటాను, నాకు తెలుసు. అటు తిరుగు, చూడు కొంచెం అక్కడ. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పు డైలాగ్.
Tongue twist.
టంగ్ ట్విస్టరా? ఓకే, రెడీ.
Wow.
I saw sawing a such a saw I never saw.
నో
Wow,
రిపీట్
నాకే అర్థం అవ్వలేదు మ్యామ్. నాకే అర్థం అవ్వలేదు. మళ్ళీ
Hello.
చెప్పమ్మా. Okay, I'm going to
Wonderful
say
ladies.
once more. Come on. Once more. Okay, come on, once more.
I saw sawing a saw such a saw I never saw.
ఓకే.
Wow, come on guys.
ఒక
Round of
1
applause
వీక్
for the
తర్వాత
beautiful
నోయల్
lady.
నేర్చుకొని వచ్చేస్తాడు. ఈవిడ రాగిణి. మీ పేరేంటమ్మా? భామిని. ఐశ్వర్య, మీరేం చెప్పబోతున్నారు?
సుమక్క, ఐ లవ్ యూ సుమక్క.
ఇది చెప్పడానికి వచ్చా అక్కడి నుంచి?
నీకన్నా గొప్పోళ్ళు ఉంటారా? చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నేను చూస్తూ పెరిగానక్క.
ఈ అమ్మాయికి నేను మాట్లాడిన బిర్యానీ ఇచ్చేయండి.
లేదు నిజంగా అసలు.
టంగ్ ట్విస్టర్ చెప్పు. నేను చెప్తాను, చెప్పు.
సరే, సుమామ ఒక డైలాగ్
నువ్వు
చెప్పండి.
చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నన్ను చూసి పెరిగినటువంటి నా నిజమైన అభిమాని అయితే అజితేష్ గారి మీద ఒట్టేసి ఈ డైలాగ్ చెప్పు.
ఏం చెప్పమంటారు? చెప్పు.
లక్ష భక్ష్యములు భక్షించును లక్ష్యముగా పెట్టుకున్న లక్ష్మయ్య లక్ష భక్ష్యములు భక్షించగలడా?
వావ్.
నేను ఎంతైనా సుమక్క, ఐ లవ్ యూ, ఐ లవ్ యూ, ఐ లవ్ యూ సో మచ్ అనే చెప్తా.
మ్యామ్ ఇది డై హార్డ్ ఫ్యాన్స్ ఉన్నట్టున్నారు మ్యామ్.
Thank you, అమ్మా.
ప్లీజ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
కాదక్క, నేను చూడాలని ఎంతో తప్పించిపోయి మేనిఫెస్టేషన్ చేసి ఈ రోజు ఇలా కనిపించావు తెలుసా?
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ నాన్న. ఒక్క నిమిషం నువ్వు ఇక్కడే ఉండు.
బౌన్సర్స్
నీ పేరేంటి?
ఐఎమ్ రాగిని శిబు.
Okay, so you have come here to say a dialogue. That's why we invited people here. You're going to say a dialogue now. What dialogue are you going to say? You will say a shairi. Okay. ఒక నిమిషం, మా కుక్క అటు వెళ్తుంది. వెళ్ళమా, అటెలు. ఓకే, యా, చెప్పండి.
Actually, I am a big fan of Sumakala.
All die hard fans of Suma ma'am. Come on guys, give a round of applause for her.
I am also Malayali. I feel very proud of her. Really, thank you. And
Actually, I was a Hindi news reader in Madhya Pradesh and anchor in All India Radio as a youth compere. Here I worked in a movie, LV Prasad movie as a doctor,
Wow,
Rushi
amazing.
movie. And so many things. I would like to say one share कि अगर आप चाहते हैं कुछ शिद्दत से तो वो आपको कायनात भी आपको वहाँ तक ले जाती है. उसके लिए एक शेर बोलूँगी. मैं सुमकला जी से बहुत दिनों से मिलना चाहती हूँ. मैं आपको फॉलो भी करती हूँ और मंजिलें तलाश में हैं आपकी, कदम बढ़ाइए तो सही. मंजिलें तलाश में हैं आपकी, कदम बढ़ाइए तो सही. आप चांद भी पा सकते हैं, हाथ उठाइए तो सही. Love you, Sumakala, love you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. దట్ వాస్ అ బ్యూటిఫుల్ షాయరీ. మొత్తం నాకు అర్థమైనట్టే ఉంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Can I request one thing?
ఎస్, ముద్దు అది అడగొద్దు ప్లీజ్. ఇప్పుడు
Can I do 2-minute dance?
2 minute we will do it, but after the next segment is over, okay? Because the next team's makeup is going away, so that's why. థ్యాంక్ యూ రాగిణి గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఎవ్రీబడి. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. నమస్కారం. మిమ్మల్ని కాసేపట్లో కలుస్తాను. అవునా? ఎవరు పంపించారు? ఓ ఓకే, చెప్పండి. మీకు 30 seconds మాత్రమే టైం ఉంది. యాక్షన్.
హాయ్ నేను పెద్ద బిగ్ ఫ్యాన్ ని సుమక్కకి.
అవన్నీ ఎడిటింగ్ లో పోతాయి. డైలాగ్ చెప్పండి.
ఐ లవ్ యూ సుమక్క.
యాక్షన్.
ఎవడు కొడితే దిమ్మ తిరిగి మైండ్ బ్లాక్ అవుతుందో వాడే పండుగాడు. ఐ లవ్ యూ సుమక్క.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. ఈవిడికి కూడా నేను అక్కనేనంటో.
ఎవరైనా సరే అందరికి సుమక్క అక్కనే అవుతుంది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ నాన్న. మైకిల్ ఇచ్చేసి పరిగెత్తును వాడు. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఓకే, సో మన నెక్స్ట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోదాము. యో హైనెస్ టీమ్ వాళ్ళు పర్ఫామ్ చేయడానికి రెడీగా ఉన్నారు. ద ఆల్ ఉమెన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. లెట్స్ హ్యావ్ దెమ్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్ ప్లీజ్. వెళ్ళలేదా? పదండి వెళ్దాం రండి, మనం మాట్లాడుకుంటే ఏం బాగుంటుంది. ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ, ఎస్, ఎవరైనా నన్ను పిలిచారా? ఓకే, సో హలో, బాగున్నారా అందరూ? వావ్, సో ASBL ఫ్యామిలీ ఈవెంట్ ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నారా? ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నారా? ఇక్కడ పాటలు పాడడం వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? ఏం పాట పాడుతున్నావు? ఎవరు పాట పాడబోతున్నారు? సుమ్మియా, హాయ్, ముద్దు పేర్లు కూడా పెట్టేసినట్టున్నారు ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, నేను ఒక టంగ్ ట్విస్టర్ చెప్తాను, ఎవరు చెప్పడానికి రెడీగా ఉన్నారు? రెడీయా సార్? తెలుగు సార్, రెడీ సార్? కాకీక కాకికి కాక కేకిక.
అది తప్పు యాక్చువల్గా. కాకీక కాకికి ముద్దు, కాకి ఈక కాకి.
ఓ అచ్చా, అంటే నేను ఒక 12 సంవత్సరాలు స్టార్ మైల్లో చెప్పినవని తప్పని చెప్పాడండి ఈయన. కాకీక కాకికి కాక కేకిక.
కాకీక కాకికి కాకిక.
వావ్, వెరీ నైస్. మీ పేరేంటండి?
శ్రీనాథ్.
శ్రీనాథ్ గారికి అర్జెంటుగా ఒక గిఫ్ట్ ఏదైనా పంపించండి, కుదిరితే ఒక బిస్కెట్ ప్యాకెట్. ఓకే, సో ఐ థింక్ వీఆర్ రెడీ విత్ ద డాన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. యో హైనెస్, ఆర్ వి రెడీ? లెట్స్ హ్యావ్ దెమ్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్ ప్లీజ్. వచ్చేసేయండి. ఎక్కడ మా జాను, లాస్యా, వితిక అందరినీ ఒక్కసారి కదిపేసి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాను నేను. అనవసరంగా కదిపానా? ఓకే, బాయ్, సీ యూ.
All right, so we'll get up for the next performance from Your Highness. So all the dance folks, just get ready because this is going to be an absolutely stunning performance because these are folks with the moves and the grooves. So let's hear it up for the Your Highness dance group, and I'm sure that they'll set the stage on fire. I'm at my own risk, so I don't have insurance. That's number one. So
యాక్చువల్లీ మనం చూసుకున్నట్టయితే లైఫ్ మనతో ఇలాంటి ఫ్లిప్స్ టర్న్స్ చాలా చేస్తూనే ఉంటుంది. లిటరలీ మనం లైఫ్లో ఇలాంటివి స్టేజ్ మీదకి ఎక్కి చేయకపోవచ్చు, కానీ ఎవ్రీడే లైఫ్లో మాత్రం ఇన్ని టర్న్స్ ట్విస్ట్ జరుగుతూనే ఉంటాయి. లైఫ్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇస్ వన్ ఇమోషనల్ రోలర్ కోస్టర్ రైడ్.
absolutely.
సో ఈ ఎమోషనల్ రోలర్ కోస్టర్ రైడ్లో ఈ రోజు మాత్రం మనం ఫుల్ ఫన్ ఫిల్డ్ రైడ్లో రెడీగా ఉన్నాము. అండ్ ఇలాంటి ఒక ASBL ఫ్యామిలీ డే ఈవెంట్ జరుగుతుంది అంటే దానికి మెయిన్ రీజన్ ఎవరో మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు.
Absolutely. One and only.
The one and only మిస్టర్ అజితేష్ గారు. అయితే అజితేష్ గారు రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ రంగంలో చాలా మందిని చూశాను, కానీ మీరు తీసుకునేటువంటి ఆ హ్యూమన్ టచ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో దాన్ని చాలా తక్కువ మంది తీసుకొని రాగలిగారు. లైక్ నాకేంటి ఇష్టము, ఎలాంటి బెడ్రూమ్స్ కావాలి, 2 బెడ్రూమ్లు కావాలా, 3 బెడ్రూమ్లు కావాలా, ఎలా ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది, వీటన్నిటి డేటాని సేకరించి తీసుకొని వచ్చారు. కాబట్టే ఐ థింక్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ అస్ లైక్ హీస్ ఆల్రెడీ హియర్. నేను ఇంకా పిలవకుండా
Right, the man is here with no introduction.
ఓకే, సో లెట్స్ ఇన్వైట్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్ అజితేష్ గారు.
Come on guys, put your hands together, without which ASBL Family Day wouldn't be possible. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Suma garu and Noel garu. Right. So firstly, ASBL Family Day second edition వచ్చిన వాళ్ళందరికీ thank you so much for coming అండి, and a big round of applause to all of you from my side. And న్యూగా మన ఫ్యామిలీకి జాయిన్ అయిన 2 sites నుంచి ASBL Landmark and ASBL Broadway were the new entrants to this family from the last family day. So last family day మనము roughly మన ఫ్యామిలీ సైజ్ close to around 3,100 people ఉండే అండి. ఇప్పుడు now our family size has come to 4,700 people. So thank you all. And right, so of course ఇవాళ పర్ఫార్మెన్సెస్ అన్నీ మనం చూస్తే హై ఆక్టేన్ హై ఎనర్జీ ఫిల్డ్ పర్ఫార్మెన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఐ ట్రై టు ప్రాబబ్లీ sober it down a little bit and finish my side of the talk not more than 20-25 minutes. So let's start, Andy. So I just wanted to discuss on 4 broad topics about our family day. Right? It's working? Yes. So yeah, my entire presentation I've just broken it down into 4 key sections. First and foremost, what's happening with our city, because especially over the last couple of years మనం చూస్తే హైదరాబాద్ మీద there's so much of smear campaign going on online, and many of us were doubtful what's happening to our city and is the growth story still there, or is the shine gone. So I thought I'll cover a little bit about Hyderabad first and share some stats and data with you all to give you confidence and assurance that this is going to be the number 1 city to live in India currently and for the next 10 years to come by. Right? And then I'll move on into some of the technological solutions we are building, picking up from our last time conversation 2 years back. And then I'll move towards the entire story of intentional design, how design is fueling our growth going forward, right? You design nunchi, how did we go ahead? And then fourth, I'll conclude around growing with ASBL, how one can grow with ASBL, how to, how we all can grow together, right? So let's just first start about Hyderabad, right? Which I think the most important part of all of this, right? Even our company and all of us are here because our city is booming. Because our city is doing so great, that is the reason we are able to, organize such events, grow in size, and grow our family and meet and entertain all of you all, right? So yes, so basically any city gandi, for any city to perform well, we need 2 key things. One is everything got to do with your civic infrastructure antam manam. Civic infrastructure ante entidante very simple ga how good are our roads, right? And how well is our water infrastructure. These 2 I feel are very, very important for any city to excel from a real estate standpoint. And then the next important thing is job creation. So fundamentally, if a city is not able to generate jobs, world-class jobs, then naturally many people will not be moving into the city. So how is Hyderabad performing with respect to these 2 aspects is something which I'll be talking about. See, Hyderabad can now broadly be seen as the infrastructure capital of our nation, right? Be it in terms of roads and the entire traffic situation, relatively we are much better than any other city in the country, right? Some of the key programs which have really contributed to a lot of this, I think the major one which I think is almost 90% concluded, is a SRDP program. Right? Under this program, various close to 42 projects have been identified all across the city. Right? Various flyovers, underpasses, walkover bridges, ivanni government envision chesindi. Indulo almost, I'm happy to announce that close to 90% of the work, 85-90% of the work is completed. And that is one very, very big boost to the entire infra scene of our city. And to look forward into the future, right? Again, another very... See, ఇప్పుడు మనము 10 years back, ORR was something which was made 10 years back. Right? ఈ రోజు ORR లేనిది హైదరాబాద్ సిటీ అనేదే లేదు. It's very, very simple, right? Entire Hyderabad has now moved around ORR. So, Hyderabad cityతో ఉన్న బ్యూటీ ఏంటంటే almost 2000 ఆ టైంలో 20 years back అప్పుడున్న కరెంట్ గవర్నమెంట్ has envisioned the ORR. దాని తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ 10 years అప్పుడున్న కరెంట్ గవర్నమెంట్ has completely built the ORR. దాని తర్వాత the entire development started moving there. So every consecutive government has been progressively building upon what their predecessor has been doing. That is a big beauty of Hyderabad city. Right? Now going forward, the next, I would say 10 years of Telangana growth is going to come mainly from RRR. Right? And good news is recently government has even announced the entire contract for the first half of the project, the entire northern phase. So over the next year, Malasi, as new and new infrastructure starts coming in, more and more capital starts coming in, more and more people will start moving in, more and more companies will come and set up, facilities, providing jobs. So yeah, RRR is something very keen to watch out for, right? And close to 36,000 crores is being provisioned for it. Next, very, very important thing which I feel, important for our city growth is got to do with water infrastructure, Andy. Right now, all of us know that water is something, the most important thing when it comes to urban living. We can't imagine a good quality of life without water. And some of you would have seen, last summer and last 2-3 summers back, how bad the situation was, especially Chennai. I think 3 years back, during the summer period, people have to send in goods water trains from all over the country to help Chennai come out of it. And last year, I think Bangalore was going through a crazy drought condition. So how is Hyderabad positioned with respect to water infrastructure compared to all the other cities in our nation, right? So if you look at it, let's take the case of Bangalore, because Hyderabad and Bangalore data are available on the. So if you look, Hyderabad is supplying almost all 2 times more water than what is being supplied in Bangalore city, right? For any city to grow, we need piped water supply, not underground water supply. Underground water supply is not a sustainable source at all. We need piped water supply. And with respect to piped water supply, Hyderabad has a supply of 2,600 million liters, whereas Bangalore has 1,460. So almost Bangalore country double the amount of water is available, right? And we have 440 service reservoirs to supply this water, whereas again Bangalore has 93. But fundamentally, all of this put together, what's happening is because you have more supply, more water infrastructure available, all of this is adding to higher per capita availability of water, right? What that means in Hyderabad lo oka manishiki 150 liters per day is the water availability, one of the highest in our country. Bangalore is 108, right? So we are almost all again 30% better than in terms of water infrastructure. Now, naturally, right, all of this sort of investments, what we have done in road infrastructure and water infrastructure has greatly improved the quality of life by improving the traffic conditions. I don't think it's mentioned here, but all of this has made Hyderabad the least amount of time people are losing in traffic jams. It is 85 hours per year. Bangalore is 128. Again, 85 hours ante adi 1 yearly 85 hours entidi chala, it's insignificant factor anukuntam. Not really. Average ga meer 85 hours ni okala polchinattaithe daily we spend 3 hours with our family. That's all the time we get with our family, right? So 3 hours into 365 days, average is 1000 hours. ఆ యాంగిల్లో చూస్తే 85 hours is 8.5% of our family time. That's the impact of that time. So again, Hyderabad is the lowest in our lowest time somebody is losing in traffic in our country. The next important thing is the job situation. How is the city doing from a job generation standpoint, right? So if you look at Hyderabad, right, broadly let's divide the space into 4 sort of zones, east, west and north. The entire West Zone, as most of you already know, right, is focusing on the entire tech and knowledge-based economy. So all the high-skilled workforce is being created in the west of Hyderabad. This is where all your IT companies are setting up their GCCs and all those sort of facilities, right? So west is where all your IT employment is coming. And also, if you look at the north of Hyderabad, again, I don't know most of you are aware or not, Hyderabad is even called the pharma capital of India and one of the biggest pharma clusters in the world. So your north of Hyderabad is where we have majorly pharmaceutical industry and logistics industry agglomerated. So you have those sort of mid-level manufacturing jobs getting generated in the north of Hyderabad. And then in the south is now coming up with the, recently we have seen the Telangana Rising event kuda akkane conclude ayindi. South is where now it's becoming a hub for aerospace and high-tech manufacturing. And future lo they are even planning to make like a high-tech hub. Right? So Hyderabad just broadly, west is where your IT employment is, north is where your pharmaceutical and logistics is, and south is where your high-tech manufacturing and aerospace, ecosystems are booming. So the city is pretty much growing on all sides. That's what is its biggest strength. Right? So again, our line lo some of the data andi. So again, I'm mentioning these things because over the last 2 years, people have been little uncertain about Hyderabad's growth, but this is so much which has happened behind the scenes. Now, most people are aware of GCCs, or Global Capability Centers antaru, right? Basically, American companies are moving their entire office operations to India. Like now they're saying how China is the factory of the world, India is becoming the office of the world, and Hyderabad is at the center of that movement, right? So under the GCC's investment, close to 50,000 crores of GCC or Global Capability Center related investments have happened in Hyderabad from 2024 onwards, and this is the highest in the country, right? And almost 50% of India lo jarige GCC investment anta manaki Hyderabad lo jarugutundi. So that is the level of jobs which are getting created. Ivanni put together, close to we are generating, I think we're leasing around 13 to 14 million square feet. So that will translate into 130 to 150,000 IT jobs being created every year in the city, right? That's been one big boost. And recently, I think, మన south of Hyderabad, Kongarkalan area lo, CM Garu has even opened, even the PM Garu also has attended that event virtually. Aerospace company has opened their massive facility, and even the aerospace sector is now set to boom here. Over the last few years, we have doubled our aerospace exports to 30,000 crores. So you see, basically, Mana city, all sides there's development. There's high-tech manufacturing, like aerospace and all. There's mid-tech manufacturing, like north of Hyderabad, I would say pharmaceutical and all. And then there is west of Hyderabad, where your entire GCCs or the tech ecosystem is booming, right? So again, just to put a perspective of data, so this is the amount of GCC investment what's happening in Hyderabad, right? I mean, India map lo, if you see, close to 41 GCCs have opened up in Hyderabad. Second only is Bangalore at 30, and then rest of the India is maybe anni combined just close to 10 to 15 global capability centers. So if anybody wants to set up a global capability center in India, Hyderabad is the first space, right? Thanks to all the civic infrastructure which is in place. Next is Madhal. I think, of course, data centers is not something which will generate a lot of jobs, but definitely data centers is seen as a critical capability in this entire AI and tech wave what is happening. Even with respect to data centers, out of all the operational data centers, 16% of all the data centers now lie in Hyderabad, right? Second highest is Maharashtra. And the various commitments by various large companies. So, infrastructure, such infrastructure, so I believe the ecosystem around it is going to benefit a lot more. Right? So, all of this, right, your transportation infrastructure, your water infrastructure, and the sort of job creation that's happening in the city, all of this has made sure that Hyderabad has been rated the #1 city to live in India by Mercer. Mercer is a global rating agency, Andy. So it rates cities basis of livability and various such parameters. And Hyderabad has been rated the #1 in the country for last 5 years straight, not just 1 or 2 years, but last 5 years. From 2021 onwards, we have been rated the #1 in the country. right? And another very interesting thing also to point out is that it's one of the safest city for women in India, right? Our surveillance policing, which is the future of policing or the modern way of policing, is surveillance based on CCTVs and all. 64% of all the CCTVs in the entire country are now in Telangana and majorly in Hyderabad. So we have very, very high-tech surveillance going on, and naturally all of this is giving a lot of safety and security, particularly to women, which is encouraging them to participate in the workforce. Naturally, when women also participates in the workforce, then it becomes a double income household. A double income household's wealth grows much faster. So again, all of this combined with respect to, again, quality of life index and is what they released, and in which like the purchasing power, safety, healthcare, all of this combined, you see, they have given scoring. So in that scoring, Hyderabad has achieved 18%. Again, we have been number one in that in India. And in fact, today only there came an article in Times of India that we have now moved into the top 100 cities from a livability standpoint in the world. So we are number one in the country, but I think globally we were somewhere around 125 to 130 range. Now we are the first city in our country to go into the global top 100 cities. But yeah, so quality of life in Hyderabad is, broadly speaking, 18% better than Bangalore, 40% better than Gurgaon, and 80-90% better than, Delhi and Mumbai. So, that's the story of Hyderabad. So I will assure all of you that next 10 years or probably 20 years, given that we are continuously planning for the future, the city has a tremendous growth trajectory. Right, yes, ఇప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ ఎట్లయితే మన అచీవ్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయో, definitely there are some challenges also. There are areas which we need to improve as a city, and we all together as citizens of the city have to come together and empower our policy makers to move forward in that direction. See, some of the key challenges, at least broadly, of course, the various challenges, something which is very dear to me and more important for us at ASBL, right? So before I move into that, so you can see that, as per World Bank, 50% of entire Indian population will be living in cities by 2050. I think currently we are around 32% or something. But Hyderabad case lo chuste, we have close to 12 million people or 1 crore 20 lakh people living in our city, right? By 2050, we are expecting 29 million people. So close to 3 crore people will be moving into our city. So it's going to be almost all 3 times jump, 2.5 to 3 times jump in population. So naturally, మనం ఇది కొత్త challenges తీసుకొస్తాయి, especially from the perspective of increased commute time, traffic and all will go up. And also naturally more people coming into the city, there will be stress on the social infra, like green spaces and all. So I think we need to empower, like we need to all start planning around public spaces. So now how does Hyderabad compare with global cities? Because I think we need to start calling ourselves a global city. We are no longer another city in our country. We are a global city, right? So particularly I think 2 most important things are walkability, because that is the only best sustainable format to reduce traffic. All major cities in the world are extremely walkable, right? Walkability ki kavalsina most important thing is footpaths. How are we doing with respect to footpaths? Of course, our global peers are quite ahead of us, but so we need to start planning for better footpaths so that people can walk for their work or walk for the schools in the neighborhood, or simply go to a neighborhood restaurant walking rather than taking out the car. The more car we bring out on the street, the more chaotic it will become, and building big roads is not a solution. Manam road enta peddaga kadte traffic anta ekkuva avuddu actually, right? So meer footpath la most of the global cities, or I would say our competitors, New York, Singapore, they are all at like 90% plus. We are at 23% plus. So this is one area which I think we all together as citizens of our city should really, I would say make our policy makers aware of improving footpaths and, making the entire walking infrastructure much better. Another very important thing is also park spaces, and because as we become, global city, the aspiration for citizens is to have great quality of life, in which parks are very, 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 very important. Now, with respect to parks, again, compared to our global peers, we are 2.7 meters square per capita, and per person, roughly 30 square feet annattadi. Per person of the city, 30 square feet of park area available in the New York is almost 10 times higher, and Singapore is also 3 times. So most global cities are around 15 square meter, or I would say 150 square feet per person. We are at 30. So parks is also, I feel, and we at ASBL feel, is one very, very important thing, and we need to champion this cause of walkability and improving our parks. So wherever you guys are staying, మీ కాలనీ పార్క్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే, if it's not in the best condition, please, intimate the GHMC teams and all, so that they'll come and rehabilitate the parks. They have been doing great work. In fact, మన Spire Enkalunna lake has been recently rehabilitated, and it has become a good infra hotspot, like cultural hotspot, right? So government is also proactively working towards it, so we should also come in line with this. So we feel the 2 key important things for the future is making ourselves walkable city, which is going to come up with improved footpaths and improving parking, park spaces, sorry. Right? So another important thing which I want to highlight also, again, keeping in mind the next 20 years of Hyderabad, right? Manam indaga chusnamu, next by 2050, right? Another 25 years, the population is going to go from 1.2 crore to 3 crore people. So naturally, the city size has to expand. And which way will the city expand? City will always expand towards the suburbs and the periphery parts. The recent move in which the entire GHMC has been now extended, and today with this new expansion of GST, we are the biggest city in this country. India now we are the biggest city. Delhi kante we are almost now 70, I would say 50% bigger. Mumbai kante 30-40% bigger. One big advantage with this is, now suburban parts of Hyderabad మనం చూస్తున్నాం కదా, this is where a lot of the population increase is going to happen. Now, because this has become part of GHMC, better quality infrastructure will come, better roads, water pipelines, all of this. So there is a higher tendency for the city to develop in a much more organized manner than probably not bringing it part of GHMC. When it's not part of GHMC, the budgets are also not there, and the organization and the development is quite unorganized. Compared to if it comes under part of GHMC, there are better taxation, better infrastructure, better budget, and all of that. So this is one very futuristic move which will really, I would say, cement the position of Hyderabad as #1 city to live in the country. Right now, so this is roughly about Hyderabad, and I thought of sharing it to everybody because, again, we have not been really sure about the city over the last 1-2 years. But yeah, looking at this data purely, I can say that this is going to be the best city to live in this country for the next 10 years straight. Right? So now let's get into the next aspect, ASBL, the intelligence story. Like, last Family Day, I've introduced that we are building, sort of tech solutions around consumer livability, right? Particularly around resident experience and all. So some of the pain points in that, now that we have been managing communities, we are seeing, okay, how can some of the problems be solved more efficiently? So all of that we have been working, and some of the solutions now what we are coming up with in some of, going forward projects is also I like to share. So when it comes to resident experience, and after handover, the most important thing is got to do with your housekeeping. How clean the facilities managed, and and how lean also can it be. See, chala saal emayipoyindante housekeeping and security, naturally these are not the most aspirational of the jobs, right? So danvalla to bring in human capital is becoming a challenge, and also it becomes impossible to really monitor at scale. Let's say, for example, if to Spectra side తీసుకుందాం mana, right? Each tower is 40 floors and there are 4 towers. అంటే 160 corridors ఉంటాయి. Day to day clean చేయనికే స్టాఫ్కి 160 corridors ఉంటాయి. Now 160 corridors ఉన్నప్పుడు how will we know every corridor is cleaned or not? మనం every corridorకి ఒక supervisor పెట్టలేము. It's not scalable. Right? And it won't be viable also, right? I mean, we cannot have those many supervisors. So now here we are leveraging computer vision, like especially sites from Spectra onwards, almost all our sites have CCTV cameras in the corridor as well. So we are realizing that it's going to record all of this. So we are deploying computer vision to now see whether the housekeeper there has come and work there or not. Now computer vision, like most of you know, right? So it can take the time, it can take the action, and it can determine whether the work has happened there or not. And we are going to use the solution even from a security aspect, because we are seeing that okasar handover అయిపోయిన తర్వాత day in day out so many maids come into the society to serve the residents, and checking all the maids and making sure the only people who are registered or allowed into the community are coming in. It's a very big challenge. Right? So again, typically we have a human level frisking ecosystem and all, but danvalla we see it almost 30 to 40 minutes of time potundi paapam vallaki. So again, here also now we are going to deploy computer vision. We already have cameras set up there, but we'll be deploying this layer of tech there so that it will automatically see if the particular person is registered, it will allow them in simply, right? And maybe they can walk through a metal detector, it will be simplified. So this is how we intend to use this technology to solve these pertinent problems for our communities. And actually for communities where the CCTV cameras are not there, there we have done a geofencing based logging. So every corridor, 3-4 locations, we have set up a geofenced QR code. So our housekeeping supervisors or cleaners, they go and log the work from there. So that we know that, okay, this work has happened there, so they can't ditch it. Right? Next is, we feel on any given day, now that with the scale of company, what we are seeing is, we're getting close to 100 plus queries from customers. Now, these queries will evolve, our range from anything, when somebody is buying, how to apply, what are the things got to do with loans. Somebody has a doubt around the loan, somebody has a doubt around the agreement, somebody has a doubt around the product, right? So, and like post handover, residents have various queries or what we call tickets. So what we have seen is it's practically becoming impossible to manage hundreds of queries every day via the human layer alone. Because when these queries are coming in, some of it might be banking related query, some of it might be engineering related query. So there is no one person who will understand all the answers. And now when this particular relationship manager has to coordinate with so many teams and then answer you, it's becoming late. It's becoming late, and sometimes the answers are also not the correct ones. So that is where now we feel we have to move towards an agentic AI system. And we have done some work also in this line, and I would like to show you. So the idea is to answer the right things to our customers so that they find the answer and they can transparently move forward in the journey. Whether it's purchase or whether it's living there, doesn't matter. So their problem key, they can know what the answer is, at least, and it should be the right answer. With current human layer, it's very difficult at that scale because questions range all over, right? So agentic AI is the future, what we believe when it comes to enhancing customer experience. Actually, just recently we have deployed mana Homes app lo Homes AI. So I just want to share a demo with you guys. So this people will start seeing in the application. So essentially this is an LLM which is deployed large language model. So if you saw, like, we asked a question like, when is the clubhouse ready, or what is the multi-purpose hall charges, right? Currently it is still that level, it will answer you everything. But now the agentic system is, it will give you the answer, and if you say that, okay, go book me that multi-purpose hall, it will automatically go book it for you. That's the future what we are moving towards in the next, I would say, a year. So it's not just about, so now whatever we have built, it's up to the level of answering questions. Next, it will even go and do the action. If somebody wants the gym to be booked, I want to book the gym at morning 7 to 8 for this month. You just intimate the Homes AI, it will go do the task for you. So the idea is, once we have this agentic system, build multiple services on it. Integrate multiple businesses so that they'll be able to deliver you services and enhance the quality of life. Right, so this has been one example. We'll be deploying this in Spectra first, and then eventually it will move to other sites. So now we are developing all the backend libraries so that the AI can read from the right data source and answer the right stuff. So once we have all of this ready in the homes, the future is we are going to build towards a third-party ecosystem. ఇప్పుడు ఇందాక మనము డాన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ నిత్రప్రియ అకాడమీ చూసాం. There are cultural partners from the perspective of dance, like especially fine arts and even singing nunchi kuda. Right? So we want to integrate such vendors or such organizations to come and serve the residents through the applications. Most of the times I ask, queries come to us from customers that, okay, we want these services, how do we access them? And it's all happening today at I would say at a phone call level or a very human layer, and a lot of the data is lost and consumers are not able to find the solutions. But with this, more and more organizations like Nitrapriya, institutes like Nitrapriya, and various, not just from cultural standpoint, even it can be as simple as somebody needs a maid for their house, somebody needs a cook for their house. You can simply ask the app to find you somebody. It will do all the searches based on all the people who are available, what is the time slot available, what is the user data, other customers reviews, anni batti meeku synthesize chesi it will bring a solution to you. So not like, that's one example. Another thing is like, for example, you can think I don't know, anything like car cleaning ankondi. Again, those businesses also will be hosted on this application, and then people can choose from whoever they like. And so as we bring in more and more vendors, more and more services will start coming to you guys. As we get more and more services, then the quality of life goes up. And also what the app does is it builds one unified ecosystem. See, but problem is, let's say now there's a community which has 300 flats. Whatever business you're bringing in, let's say some car cleaning company is coming, they only have 300 customers to serve, because of which good vendors are not coming, because there is no economies of scale, because the market size is small. With this application, what happens, as more and more communities we hand over, we will have thousands and thousands of users. As we have those large number of users, now there is a marketplace, a market big enough where businesses can come and serve the markets. So that is what we intend to build and sort of, make people's lives a lot more easier. And this is where the entire homes technology is being developed. Right? So again, I'm taking this platform as a occasion to, so you see, these are all the tech problems and solutions what we are working at. I know a lot of our customers, approximately 80% plus of our customers are in the IT and tech industry. So those of you who are really passionate to solve these problems, in fact, a good amount of our team, I'll even introduce, I think 3-4 people of them, 2-3 of them are our customers who joined our team, looking at the problems, what we are solving. So in case you're passionate about these problems, please, come join us. Let's build not just the buildings, even the entire resident experience and life quality together. And yeah, another thing to note also, recently this year we have, we have been awarded with the Great Place to Work certified company. Now we are, right? So from a HR standpoint and people standpoint, yeah, we are going in that route. But yeah, so those of you who are interested, please go to the asbl.in careers page, and you'll find these things. So we would love to build it together. And when it's our customers, then it's, what do you say, the intentions are much more rock solid, and the passion is also much, much higher, right? So yeah, please take a look at it. Now let me head into the next aspect of it. Last time, if you remember, we presented something called U-Design, or the entire concept of intentional design. See, technology, all of this is one aspect of the story. Here, it's all about how do you serve the customer better and all. But fundamentally, what is it that we are building and what is it that we are giving to our customers? It's a home, right? It's a home, and at a larger scale is the entire project in itself. So this is the reason, this entire section gets covered under intentional design. So the idea here is, how do you continuously improve the designs? Be it any small thing. It could be a small garbage room in our community, which is very, very important. It could be an apartment, it could be a toilet, or it could be any common space. It could be the ramp which is going into your basement. Every time we intend to continuously learn and get better and serve our customers real-time changing needs, right? Customers' needs change time and again, culture to culture, people are different, the requirements are different, so the product also has to be different. So the entire journey has been from, U-Design, right? U-Design was a platform which was an ASBL initiative to connect to various of our customers and run surveys and polls. How do we know what your requirements are at thousands of people, right? So that was the vision with which we set up the U-Design platform, right? So Under this platform, hundreds of people like participated in surveys, and then they told us what they wanted. And then we stumbled upon various, okay, now we understood that, okay, there are these many requirements and all of this. And that is when we realized that we need to change our thinking, right? Generally, architecture and all of this comes like as a very solution-oriented thinking. Rather than thinking the problem first, solution-oriented, solution gelpotan jaldi. So let me give you examples. What is a problem-first thinking and what is a, how that's going to help all of us. Let me give you an example. Now, these are live data statistics from our handed over community. Generally, clubhouse, gym, gated community ante clubhouse undali ante swimming pool, gym, ivanni basic stuff, right? So if you look at the gym, right, so why is the gym even there? It's there to, basically, it is a solution for somebody's fitness problem. If somebody wants to have a, fit and healthy life, gym is one of the solution. But instead of approaching it from, okay, fitness, we simply think, okay, gym ichchesayali ani. So now that we have handed over communities, we are looking at the data of how many are gym users really, right? And the data is 18.7% across communities. 18.7% of the residents are only using the gym. Why? Because gym is only one facility which forms under the fitness category. It's not, gym is not fitness. Gym is one aspect of fitness. And through our research and global travels, if you look, the world is now moving towards wellness studios. Gym is also there, but what is the next, I would say, what is the future gym in that line? So those are something called biohacking studios, which are coming up in various parts of the world. Like if you look New York, Bali, Kadanta, these studios are being come up. Even Hyderabad, they are there and as a general, I think 1 or 2 locations in the city. So we have realized biohacking is a very, very important place. I think some of you would have known that we see that these days people go into oxygen chamber to, they breathe in air which has high level of oxygen to sort of, I think, release the toxins or something like that. But yeah, the biohacking studio we feel is going to be the next major solutions coming around the fitness sort of problem. So we need to think from a problem first approach and not a solution first. Not gym, but fitness. If we start looking at it from a fitness point of view, then you'll come to gym, you'll come to biohacking studios, you'll come to so many things. And then when we ran a survey, gym plus biohacking combined, we are expecting the usage will go up from 18% to 54%. So more such new features we bring in, better will be the usage. Better the usage, better the life of our residents, better for all of us. So this is one example of how problem first thinking works. Right? Let me share one more example around child play, right? And luckily it happens to me also. I'm also in that age where I have children in the age of 3.5 and 5.5. So when I generally take them out for the mall and when I see them play and all, I've been observing, right? So generally again, when it comes to child play and all, we just give outdoor play areas and we stop it there. But the problem with that is outdoor play areas are very good, especially for kids who are very active. I would say roughly 6 to 10 or 12 years, this is a very, very good infrastructure because kids run around, jump around and play. But what about the toddlers, especially from 2 to 6 years old, right? They don't run that fast. And in some places what's happening is when a lot of kids running over, there is a chance of accident for them, like other kids running them over, or some cases there might be bullying also. So that is when we came up with the idea of play zone. Again, when we went to the mall, we got this idea. Where in the mall play zones, we have seen a lot of the younger kids play around. And we have started putting play zones from Spire project onwards, Spire, Springs, everything. And these are the places which are the most used now with kids. And also younger kids like don't play as much by running. They have something called, this role play. Like if you look at the play zones, there's one section which has a doctor booth, one section which has a supermarket booth. So that is how kids play. So again, we worked with few child psychologists and came up with those designs. And again, continuously we're getting better. So this is how we need to be thinking, not solution first, but problem first, and then what are the solutions. Right? So that was the purpose of U-Design. So after collecting all of this data, now we have problems. Now how do we go towards the solution? That is when we realized that we have to work with some of the best designers in the country to start thinking about it. Bring in the intellectual capital, what I call. We need the smartest minds working on this. So with this, I'm very, very happy to announce now our U-Design is going to the next stage. What we call, we've set up an experimental design lab called the Ajitesh Amrish experimental design or AAED. So here we have tied up with one of the top designers in the country. So this was the logo reveal. I wanted to reveal the logo with all of you all today, right? So again, thank you. Again, partnering with Amrish, who's one of the top architects in the country. So we are going to work on solutions one thing at a time. So every year we need to see some sort of improvement in our product. That's how we are envisioning. So these are all the honors and achievements what Amrish has gotten. So he has made a brief video. He couldn't unfortunately be here today because of prior commitment, but he's made a brief video and he wanted to talk to all of you all.
Hi, Namaste, ASBL family. My name is Amresh Anand, co-founder of an award-winning design firm called Khosla & Anand in Bangalore, and now also a co-founder of AED along with Ajitesh. Honestly, the U-design findings and the deep, in-depth research that ASBL does was exciting, and this motivated me to work with Ajitesh. Even though I'm from Bangalore, I have a close association with Hyderabad. I have been traveling and working in Hyderabad for over 2 decades now. I've seen Hyderabad right from the inception of the iconic cyber towers to its current state, where it has become one of the most sought after cities in India. A journey to be proud of for Hyderabad. As a designer, what thrills me is to design products and spaces that brings a positive change to people and also the environment. Over the years, I've traveled across many countries and many cities in India, and there has been a lot of learning from art, craft, techniques, and culture. At AED, we will strive hard to bring all of these learnings and make world-class products and make them accessible to the ASBL family. I always believed that a good design with the right intention should move the soul and not just the eye. In doing so, it lasts for eternity. Today is a very good day, as I'm very happy, along with Ajitesh, to be announcing the inception of AAED. Please look out for us and watch out for our designs as we reimagine and design from spaces to the main doors to your home, to the tiles on your living room, your parks, and maybe even one day, cities. So I look forward to seeing you in person, or at least through our designs. Thank you. Have a great evening and a lovely year to come. Until then, namaste.
So Amrish has been rated one of the top architects in the country, and is a dear friend also now, working with him for 3-4 years on my personal project. But yeah, so that's what, the entire AED is. Now over the next 2-3 years, we intend to continuously pick one problem at a time and keep making the product better project after project, right? So that's what we intend to do. And it's also one of the only such integration between a builder and a designer in the country, right? Where a builder has collaborated with one of the top designers to set up an experimental design lab. See, architects have great solutions, but they're very far away from customer pain points. As builders, we are close to customer pain points, but solution lies with architects. So to merge all of this was the vision of AED. Now let me get into the last section, right? So over the last 5 years, right, this is how ASBL has been performing. 21, 22, 23, these have been our numbers. We have done roughly 750 crore of sale. But 2024 onwards is when the brand started picking up. All the research, all the capability building, I would say, took us those 3 years. 21, 22, 23 essentially were like the homework years. We persistently built on our capability from a supply chain standpoint, be it engineering, marketing, product design. And now the growth is uptick. Last year, from 23 to 24, we have grown close to 40%, but this year we have grown 106% in terms of sales. So we'll be concluding this year with a 2100 crore sale. So this is not the big thing, right? Little up. Yeah, thanks. So this is not the big thing, right? Yeah, sales are very good. It helps the brand grow, and it's a good thing. But many times Now the problem is, how do we grow together? Right? These days when I'm meeting a lot of customers in road shows and programs, they ask me, okay, sir, మీరు అప్పుడు one time payment ఇచ్చిండే 2020, 2021 timeలో when we were buying Spire or Spectra. But now what happens with it? How do we grow? But unfortunately, see, the one time payment, there's a lot of law against it to do. And also we as a brand have now moved from investor orientation to a end user orientation. Because I feel ultimately end user orientation, if it's there, only investors also can get an exit. Because see, remember, only end users are going to give an exit to investors. Investors cannot give exit to investors. So one-time payments, the problem is our bottom lines are more stressed, and naturally we are not able to focus more on bettering the product. We cannot establish experimental design labs as these things are costly. A lot of R&D fund will be required. So this realignment of our business to an end user focus has really helped us in growing these numbers. Now the question is, how do we take this growth to our customers? How can we all grow together as family? ASBL is growing good. Your property is growing good. But what next? How can we all grow together? So this is where now we are working with financiers and bankers to create one ecosystem where we can take all of you all also together. Right? That's why we are working on the NCD architecture, or what we call non-convertible debenture. When I've seen a lot of people invest with us, particularly in the one-time payment, or pretty much I would say the investor community, essentially the thing there is they invest a flat, and then once it's completed, they'll sell the flat and then they probably reinvest. And all of this is quite, again, unstructured. And I would say, see, again, the investor has to buy the property and again has to sell the property. He or she has to find someone. It's all very cumbersome. And broadly, it gives them around 16% of return. So we are working on NCDs where it's a much more simplified. Those of you who are from finance background, these are non-convertible debentures. What essentially, when we are building new projects, when we are buying lands, the banks are our partners. They give us money, they give us debt. Right now we are seeing, for our customers who want to grow with us, they can now participate in the NCDs where they get, again, there's no hassle of selling the house and things like that. They can simply invest money with us, get guaranteed committed returns, and then get an exit. Again, we are in the process of building this tool. We have not yet built. It should take another 5 or 6 months. And in this line, we have changed our company structure also from a private limited company. Now we are moving to a public limited company. By March this year, I think, by April, we will be a public limited company, unlisted public limited company. And then 3 years down the line, we will be going to IPO. So this is all in something in that journey. So the idea is, how do we grow together as ASBL family, not just individually? That's the thing. So I'll keep you posted on this NCD's architecture, and once those financial tools are ready for those of you who are interested to grow with us. But yeah, so again, I've been saying last time also, we are in line of going to IPO. So thank you. So we are, I think now maybe 2 to 3 years away. We're changing the entire accounting standards, compliance standards of the company, and probably be one of the first very few companies who have gone to IPO from our state. Right? So thank you. So this was like the entire how we can grow together. So one last thing, like today you have seen all these events, right? When we started మన మిత్రప్రియ డాన్స్ అకాడమీ చూసాము. సో అందులో యాక్చువల్లీ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద పర్ఫార్మర్ వాజ్ ద డాటర్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ బ్రాడ్వే కస్టమర్, రైట్, అదితి అని. దాని తర్వాత ఇందాక మనము రామాయణం పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ చూసాము. అందులో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద పర్ఫార్మర్ ఇస్ డాటర్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ ల్యాండ్మార్క్ కస్టమర్. అండ్ దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ ఈ ఈవెంట్ అయిపోయినాక యూ విల్ సీ వన్ సింగింగ్ సెషన్ ఆల్సో, right, by Amruta. Amruta is a daughter of our Spectra customer. So see, what I'm realizing is now there's so much talent in our kids, and there's so much talent in our ecosystem, right? How do we give one common ecosystem or one common infrastructure where we can come together and our kids can learn from such gurus and such institutions and then perform at a larger scale? See, for artists, the stage matters. The bigger the stage, the more is the confidence boost to artists, right? So, and also I was seeing that, see, you look at any community, right? What does a clubhouse do? A clubhouse is a common infrastructure point. Clubhouse, and I would say those areas, or the podium landscape areas, is where people come together to meet their neighbors and foster new relationships. But the problem is now this relationship is only up to that community, naturally, right? But we want to take it much larger. I want a place where all ASBL community members can come together and foster new relationships of people of their type, like, of people of their liking, their interests, so that together they can form new relationships, because that is the most important thing. The more good relationships we form, the more happy we get. So with that vision in mind, I intend to create something called the Founders Club, right? One common ecosystem for all our ASBL family members who can come together on weekends, who can come together for such events, and kids can go there, where weekend sessions will be hosted on various programs, like, various skills like dancing, art, or maybe even, elocution competition and things like that. One common ecosystem and infrastructure. So we are envisioning something called the Founders Club. We're planning to create that in the next 4 years, and it will be totally integrated to the homes application. So again, it will be very digital first, so it can serve a lot of people at scale. And we're looking somewhere close enough to, financial district area, roughly maybe 30 to 40 minutes from there, so that people can come there on a weekend basis. The idea is to create a weekend getaway, because getaways are something now people go in 6 months' time. How about we bring it down to a weekend, right? One massive club. So common facility again to celebrate all such events, right? We can have inter-community cricket championships, inter-community, singing championships. So we'll have a larger platform where our kids can learn new things and showcase it to the world, right? And it'll even act like a space for the weekend, a weekend getaway sort of thing. So this is something now very critical, I would say very important and dear to me, the Founder Club. And we intend to do it over the next 4 years, hopefully. So yeah, so with that in mind, I would say that's it briefly from my side on the entire family day for this year. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. Please have a lot of things set up. Please explore all of them. Please have dinner, and please drive home carefully. So before I sign off, I would like to call my partner Anil onto the stage. Anil Anna? I think, yeah, he'll be just coming. So yeah, by that time I would like to call my hero and my biggest critic and my biggest competitor. Now actually I'm winning with my competitor, my dad, onto the stage. And I would like to call my mother also. Mommy. And my mom is very shy. But yeah, please come over. Mike. Thank you. So my dad is my biggest competitor. I'm happy to announce that we as ASBL are now competing with them and out-competing them. So, but yeah, I'll hand over the mic to my dad. Okay, we'll wait for mom. Partner Anil Guda, Anil Anna is very shy, so and my sister Nikki, come on to this. So we three together run ASBL.
Good evening to all ASBL family members. Very, very happy to see you all ASBL family members in this evening after 2 years. 2023, we met at that time about 2,700 family members. Today is closer 4,700 family members in ASBL. In 2 years, almost all 100% increase. Secondly, myself and Ajitesh, we are staying together, giant family. Every day morning, iddaram kalisi walking veltam. About 40 minutes walking chestam. Indukante tarvata very difficult to catch him. 20 minutes I always teach him on values, morals, then ethics only. Because future, the person who runs a company on morals, values only, that companies will sustain. I strongly believe Ratan Tata's principles. Today, after 150 years also, Tata company is surveying means only values. I used to tell that ASBL should take inspiration from Tatas because how much they are doing to the nation. Always I used to tell, first pay taxes to the government, profit next. That is the principle of the ASBL company. Next, regarding the construction, I always used to tell global planning, practical planning, customer oriented planning, how the customer wants a flat, how the customer wants the everything, clubhouse, whatever common facilities, and especially for children's, we have to take care how the children has to play and everything. Every day research is going on, continuously we are discussing. Regarding the corporate social responsibility, ASBL this year contributed about closely 60 lakhs to an organization for poor people, for senior citizens homes also.
That is only one organization. There's so many others also which we have done. My dad doesn't know that.
Yeah, of course. And secondly, already recently we built one temple in our Spectra project.
Spire.
Another 4 temples are in pipeline. In the coming March month, another temple we are building, because in the community nowadays is a temple must, because our kids and everything, they will go to the temple every day. And next, today I saw outside nearly 6,500 our family members came. It is a very, very happy to the ASBL. Big claps for to all our family members. ఎంత సంతోషంగా ఉందంటే మొత్తం అన్వయలో ఒక పొలిటికల్ లీడర్ పెళ్ళి అయితే ఎంతమంది వచ్చారో ఇక్కడ నిలబడడానికి ప్లేస్ లేదు. ఇప్పుడే అంటున్నాను మా టీం తోటి, ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఫంక్షన్ 2027లో ఉంటుంది. అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలంటే మొత్తం హైటెక్స్లో ఉన్న అన్ని హాల్స్ బుక్ చేస్తే తప్ప సరిపోదని చెప్తున్నాను. రియల్లీ ఏఎస్బిఎల్ వారికి ఒకసారి గట్టిగా వాళ్ళని చప్పటతో అభినందించాలి. ఎందుకంటే నేను కూడా 30 years నుంచి అశోకా బిల్డర్ చైర్మన్, ఎప్పుడు ఇలాంటి ఫ్యామిలీ ఫంక్షన్స్ మేము చేయలేదు. ఏఎస్బిఎల్ చేస్తున్నందుకు వారిని అభినందించాలి. అండ్ ASBL also runs another tech company by name of InCircles. That tech company also is doing extraordinarily well. And finally, I request all our family members or customers, మీ గేటెడ్ కమ్యూనిటీస్లో మీరు మెయింటెనెన్స్ గురించి బాగా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ తీసుకోవాలి. బికాజ్ బిల్డింగ్ ఎంత బాగా కట్టినా కూడా మెయింటెనెన్స్ లేకుంటే ఆ బిల్డింగ్ 4-5 yearsలో అవుట్ అయిపోతుంది. దయచేసి ఇంటర్నల్గా ఒక యూనిటీ మీద ఉండి అందరు కామన్ ఒక ఐడియాస్ మీద వచ్చి నో ఫైటింగ్ లేకుండా మెయింటెనెన్స్ బాగుంటేనే ఆ బిల్డింగ్స్ లైఫ్ ఉంటుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సికింద్రాబాద్లో అశోకా భోపాల్ చేంబర్ ఉన్నది. 25 years అయింది ఆ బిల్డింగ్ కట్టి. ఒక మెయింటెనెన్స్ మేనేజర్ చాలా అద్భుతంగా ఉన్నాడు. ఈరోజు ఆ బిల్డింగ్లో ఒక స్క్వేర్ ఫీట్ స్పేస్ ఖాళీ ఉండదు, 60 రూపాయలు రెంట్ వస్తుంది. అంటే మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఎంత బాగుంటే బిల్డింగ్ కానీ వాల్యూ కానీ రెంట్ కానీ ఉంటుందని చెప్పడానికి దాని అర్థం. దయచేసి ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్ అందరికీ నా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ వెల్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఉండాలి. బిల్డర్ కట్టేసి వెళ్ళిపోతాడు, మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఆల్సో వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సెకండ్లీ, ప్రతి కమ్యూనిటీలో టెంపుల్స్ కడుతున్నాం. దయచేసి మీరు అందరూ ఎవ్రీడే, అట్లీస్ట్ ఎవ్రీడే కాకుండా వీక్లీ 1 or 2 days ఆ టెంపుల్స్లో అయ్యే పూజలో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తే మా అందరికీ సంతోషంగా ఉంటుంది. దీంతో పాటు ఫైనల్లీ వన్ ఇన్విటేషన్ ఫ్రమ్ మై సైడ్. ఐఎమ్ ఎ చైర్మన్ ఆఫ్ ది పిరమిడ్ స్పిరిచువల్ సొసైటీస్ మూమెంట్. విల్ టీచ్ ది మెడిటేషన్ అక్రాస్ ది కంట్రీ. ఇన్ అవర్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ దాదాపుగా 1 కోటి మంది మెడిటేషన్ చేసే వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. అయితే ఆ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ తరఫున రేపటి నుంచే December 21st to 31st ఫర్ గ్లోబల్ పీస్ వీఆర్ ఆర్గనైజింగ్ ది meditation program that is located at Kartal on the way to Srisailam highway. The Kailasapuri, the name of the campus. ప్రోగ్రామ్కు, ఆ మెడిటేషన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి 11 daysలో మీరు ఎవ్వరు అందరు రావాల్సిందిగా ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా మీ అందరికీ నా యొక్క ఇన్విటేషన్. ఆ ప్రోగ్రాంలో మీరు అందరూ చూడవలసింది ఏంటంటే 8 lakhs plates ఆఫ్ ఫుడ్ ఫ్రీగా సర్వ్ చేస్తారు. మొత్తం రూరల్ నుంచి ఎంతోమంది విలేజెస్ నుంచి రూరల్ పబ్లిక్ వస్తారు. ఎంత అద్భుతంగా సర్వీస్ చేస్తారో, అద్భుతంగా మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఉంటుంది, అద్భుతంగా హైజీన్ ఉంటుంది. దయచేసి మీరందరూ మీ కుటుంబ సభ్యులతో ఆ యొక్క మెడిటేషన్ గ్లోబల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కూడా రావాల్సిందిగా మనవి. ఫైనల్లీ నా రిక్వెస్ట్, ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ విత్ యూ ఈజ్ కైండ్లీ ఎంకరేజ్ యంగ్ టీమ్, bless them, and coming days lo ASBL do so many wonders. And just now we announced that let us grow together. Let us grow together. Always అదే చెప్తాను, మనందరం ఎప్పుడైతే ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నామో ఇట్ షుడ్ బి రియలిస్టిక్ ఆల్సో, వీ షుడ్ బి ఎ ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you. So before we sign off, I would like to invite my team, Andy. The reason we are here today, the reason our company is growing, the reason we are able to deliver value to our customers is because of our team. Without them, there's no way we could have come this far. I would like to call my team here. First, Raghav Krishna. So Krishna and both of our careers started together. Once I started working, I think 6 months later he joined. Krishna heads our engineering. So he's the guy building all our buildings. He's the guy in charge of our, engineering, quality, all of that. So yeah, both of us journey has now been almost 10 to 11 years. So thank you, Krishna. Next, I would like to call Pratap. So Pratap heads our finance department, Andy. So he's the guy who's been continuously supplying us with the ammunition required for growth, that is capital. So he has to do a very sensitive balance between growth and sustenance, growth and delivery. So there's a very thin line what he has to walk day in, day out. One of the toughest jobs in our company. So, and again, Pratap also has been with us from the inception of ASBL. Right, next I would like to call Anant. Is Anant here? Okay, just tell him to come. So yeah, Anant. Again, Anant also has been with us for almost 7 years now. First he was in our EdTech business, and from EdTech, then he came into real estate. So Anant looks after our entire growth of the company, all the marketing, PR and all of that. So yeah, so he's been a dear comrade in the journey. Next I would like to call upon Ashish. So Ashish heads our sales function. So he's the guy who is day in, day out, talking with customers, making sure the journey is smoother, and continuously supplies us with feedback on where we got to improve and all of that. So Ashish has joined us almost 3 years back. He is the youngest one in the lot from a ASBL experience standpoint, and after Anilanna, he is the oldest one in the lot here. And next I would like to call Abhi. Abhi has recently joined us as our CTO. So our entire tech stack is now being developed by Abhi. Before joining here, he was working in the US in startups for almost 12 years, and now they have shifted back to India, and he has joined ASBL as a CTO. Right, and lastly, I would like to call Arun. Yeah. So Arun heads our entire people function. So recently I've told that we've got the Great Places to Work award, right? So Arun was important, he played a very important role in achieving that. Arun is setting up the organization in such a way so that we attract the next generation talent. And last but not the least, I've spoken so much about intentional design and AAED. I would like to call upon Ashu. So Ashu comes from he's an engineer, he's a designer, he himself is an artist, he's a theater artist. So his all skills combined in one person. So when you have such diversity of skills, you become very sensitive. And we wanted the entire approach to design from a very sensitive standpoint. Sensitivity, we feel, is the most important thing when you're designing products, house products, like our Pura projects and all. So Ashu is totally looking after AAD. And yeah, another very important person I would like to call upon, Sai Aditya. So Sai is my childhood school friend, and he used to work in Microsoft in Canada before he took a decision to come to India and join us. So Sai has recently started working with us on the entire facility upgradation, on the entire resident experience and the homes application. So Sai will be spearheading that entire movement of enhancing customer experience and making the entire, like the homes application, and keep improving it and create a world-class resident experience. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the team which is ASBL. And again, there's so many people working behind them. You might not be able to call all of them. Each of them are representing their team. So I would like you all to stand up and please give them a ovation, because these people are really killing it out there. These people spend 12-hour days very, very frequently. All of them have minimum of 70-hour work weeks. This company is, please come this side. This company has become their family. We are who we are. It's because of them. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'll also join you for a photo. Please sit down.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm blessed చేయండి. So my mom and dad are everything for me. My dad is my hero. My mom, I'm so much like her. All my values and everything come from her. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you all. And Suma garu, wonderful to meet you, Andy.
పిలిచారా వస్తున్నా.
I'm also a big fan of yours, like everyone.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి, అందుకనే ఈ వాతావరణం చాలా కూల్గా ఉంది.
Fantastic, Andy.
సో గ్రేట్ అండి, మీ అమ్మగారు నాన్నగారు మీకు నేర్పించినటువంటి వాల్యూస్. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ ఎవరైనా వాళ్ళ లైఫ్లో సక్సెస్ అవ్వాలి అంటే ముందు వాళ్ళ అమ్మా నాన్నల్ని గౌరవించాలి, ఆ తర్వాత ఇంకేదైనా సరే. మనకి భూమికి సూర్యుడు ఎలాగో మనందరికీ మన అమ్మా నాన్నలు అలాగా, అలా మీరు చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి ఈ రోజున ఇంత హైట్ మీరు ఎదగగలుగుతున్నారు. సూపర్ అండి.
Thank you.
ఈయన ఎక్కడ ఉంటున్నారు? ఈయన ASBL లోనే ఉంటున్నారు.
We are neighbors అండి యాక్చువల్లీ. టెంపుల్ ట్రీలో ఇంకా రావాలి.
ఓకే, సో అలాగే నేను విన్నాను ఐపీఓ ఏదో అంటూ ఉన్నారు.
అవునండి,
అదే చెప్తే మేము కూడా కొనుక్కుంటాం. కొంచెం
మీకైతే ప్రయారిటీ అలాట్మెంట్ ఉంటుందండి మీకు.
అదే, సో ఓపెన్ అయిపోయిందా?
లేదండి, ఇంకా 3 years.
Okay, it's on the way.
It's on the way. So we are now like changing the corporate structure and the various paperwork, various compliance level things what we have to do, and the size of the business also is growing. So in another 3 years we intend to list and probably be one of the first, if not the first, one of the very, very few Telugu real estate company which will be listed on the index.
Wow, simply superb. హార్టీ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. మీ ప్రెజెంటేషన్స్ అన్నిటిలో నుంచి నాకు ఒకటైతే అర్థమైపోయింది, హైదరాబాద్ ఇస్ ర్యాంక్ నంబర్ 1 అండ్ వీఆర్ ఇన్ ద నంబర్ 1 సిటీ. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ షూర్ ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే గ్రోత్ ఉందో ఇది దీనికన్నా 10 times ఎక్కువే అవ్వబోతుంది అనే విషయం అయితే అర్థమైపోయింది. అండ్ వీఆర్ ఇన్ సేఫ్ హ్యాండ్స్ విత్ యూ అని కూడా అర్థమైంది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. అండ్ నోయల్ గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఫ్యాంటాస్టిక్ presentation. Thank you so much. Right.
Means a lot, sir.
So thank you, Andy. That's it from my side. Thank you all very, very much for coming to this second edition of ASBL Family Day. There are various more programs which are still planned out. Right. Please enjoy the dinner and enjoy the other events. And please drive home safely. Right. I know like some of you have come from far distance. Please drive home safely. And over to Suma garu.
ఒకవేళ కార్ డ్రైవ్ చేసుకొని వెళ్తున్నట్టయితే తప్పకుండా హెల్మెట్ పెట్టుకోండి. అండ్ 2-wheeler అన్నట్టయితే మీరు సీట్ బెల్ట్ పెట్టుకోండి. అండ్ మీరు మైక్ ఒకసారి గట్టిగా పట్టుకోండి, ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఒక పాట పాడబోతున్నారు. ఎస్, మీ ఆవిడికి డెడికేట్ చేస్తూ. అందరి గురించి మాట్లాడారు, కానీ వైఫ్ గురించి మాట్లాడకపోతే ఎలాగా? ఇంటికి వెళ్తే భోజనం ఉండదు. కాబట్టి ఖచ్చితంగా ఇది మీరు మాట్లాడి వెళ్ళాల్సిందే. మీకు 2 ఆప్షన్స్ ఇస్తా. ఒకటి, ఆవిడ గురించి 5 మంచి వాక్యములు, లేదా 2 ఒక పాట. పాట డాన్సా? నాకు అజితేష్ డాన్స్ చేస్తారని తెలియదు.
ఆ భరతనాట్యం ఓన్లీ
ఇంట్లోనే
ఓన్లీ ఇంట్లో అది.
సో కావాలంటే 3వ ఆప్షన్ కూడా ఇస్తా. హస్బెండ్స్ కి ఫ్రీ అడ్వైస్ ఒకటి.
హస్బెండ్స్ కి ఫ్రీ
అడ్వైస్.
ఆ థర్డ్ వన్ ఇస్ బెటర్. ఐ థింక్ ఐ కెన్ డూ దట్.
కరెక్ట్, చెప్పండి.
See, first and foremost, Andy, I think for me to stand on a stage here, my wife is taking care of my house.
అలా చెప్తే మంచిది.
Right? No, absolutely.
Yes.
Like she's educated, and before we got married, she was working in the corporate sector. But after our marriage, she took a call that given how the business is growing and how much amount of time I am having to put there, we realized that we'll have less time I'll have with my kids and family. So she gave up her career for me and this business, and she's taking care of my house. So this is not possible without her. I would like to call her also onto stage once.
All right, round of applause, guys. Come on.
Swati!
Ma'am, please come on the stage.
We did it. ఏదో సరదాగా అడిగాను కానీ నిజంగానే జరిగింది. ఇందాక ఆయన స్వాతి గురించి చెప్పినప్పుడు ఎడిటర్ ఒక చిన్న ఇమోషనల్ మ్యూజిక్ వేసి టీఆర్పీ పెంచండి అక్కడ. స్వాతి టు ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్. బిహైండ్ ఎవ్రీ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ మ్యాన్ దేర్ ఇస్ అ ఉమెన్ అంటారు.
Absolutely.
కానీ ఈ మధ్య ఉమెన్ బిహైండ్ ఉండట్లేదు, సైడ్ బై సైడే నించుంటున్నారు. సో ఐ థింక్ అది కూడా మనం మార్చాల్సినటువంటి టైం వచ్చేసింది. ఇక బిహైండ్ ఎవ్రీ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ మ్యాన్ కాదు, బిసైడ్ ఎవ్రీ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ మ్యాన్ దేర్ ఈస్ అ ఉమెన్, అండ్ ఆల్సో ద సేమ్ వే మెన్ ఆర్ సపోర్టింగ్ ఉమెన్. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ స్వాతి. మీ వారి గురించి మీరు ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారు?
I'd like to say that I'm very, very, very proud of Ajitesh, and right from when I met him, I saw that honesty and humility and that strength of character in him, that till today he just each day just gets better. So I'm just really happy and very blessed to be his wife and be here.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. దట్ వాజ్ అన్ ఇమోషనల్ మూమెంట్. నాకు ఎందుకో మీ సంగీత్ ఫంక్షన్ హోస్ట్ చేస్తున్నట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది సడన్ గా.
ఇంకొక 10 minutes ఉంటే
అదే అవుతుంది. ఎనీవే థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ స్వాతి. విషింగ్ యూ సూపర్ సక్సెస్ అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అజితేష్. It's a pleasure hosting your event today. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure as well.
Yes, so ASBL గురించిన అలాగే మన సిటీ గురించిన చాలా డీటెయిల్స్ తెలుసుకున్న తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు కాసేపు ఒక ఆట విడుపుగా ఒక బ్యూటిఫుల్ డాన్స్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ జరగబోతుంది. దాని తర్వాత మన కోసం నిరవ్ అనేటువంటి బ్యాండ్ కూడా పర్ఫార్మ్ చేయడానికి రెడీగా ఉన్నారు. బట్ లెట్స్ ఇన్వైట్ ద